Hi, I'm Pattu from FreeFinCal, and if you wanted to know more about how a retirement calculation is done, if you wanted to do a retirement calculation yourself, or if you do not trust the numbers that usual retirement calculators give you, if you think that's nonsense, then here is how you can do a calculation for retirement yourself without any calculator, and we will do this from scratch. So let's say that we will call this year, and we will call this year number 0. That's just the current year. And so we will say your salary, your gross annual salary is like 12 lakhs, just like a 1 lakh a month. And we'll say expenses, annual expenses, that's 60% of it. 60% of your salary is annual expenses. It could be more or less, but let's do it. Okay, what we will do is instead of year, we will call this age. So let's say you're a 30-year-old, age will be better. So we will increase the age by 1 here, and we'll assume that the salary grows each year by about 5%. Conservative estimates are better. We will assume that the inflation in the expenses is about 6%. 6% is on the lower side, but it's okay for a start. You know how to do it. You can change your numbers yourself. So that's it, and we're going to assume retirement at 55, right? So what we're going to do is to copy this. Okay, so we're gonna so 55 will be the last salary, and then after that the salary will drop to 0, but the expenses will keep going. And so 55 is the retirement, and the person will expect to live up to age 80. 80 is good enough, right? Or 8. You can set it at 85 if you want, but alright, let's set it at 85. Oops, 85. So at 85, the person is expected to die. Okay. Just make these into get rid of the decimals, so that will be a little better. And so the expenses are gonna increase each year by 6% all the way to age 85. So you can see here, so 7 lakhs 20,000 by another 12 years, every 12 years. So for a 6% inflation, roughly every 12 years, the expenses will double. So that's 14 lakhs 48,000. Another 12 years was 54, roughly. So it's almost a little bit somewhere here in between that, and so on. So every 12 years, roughly, it will double. So what we need to compute is, we need to find out how much we need to invest and what is the retirement corpus necessary. So the first step is to find out the retirement corpus. So let's find out the year-end retirement corpus that is necessary. So the retirement is going to happen at age 55. So the end of the 55th year, we will assume some corpus, and then I'll show you how to find out the accurate number. So what we will do is we'll take 1 crore. So 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 100 lakhs. So that's 1 crore, and we can make this also into a, yeah, so that's 1 crore. So what we're going to do, this is the key point. So we're going to assume that each year, so at the end of age 55, you got that 1 crore. For now, we have to find out the exact value. So at the start of every year, so that at the start of your 56th year, what we will assume is, from this 1 crore, you will deduct the annual expenses, and the rest of the money will grow at an overall rate of let's say 7% after tax, because inflation is 6%. So we're going to invest this corpus. Some of it will be in equity, most of it will be in safe instruments. So we will assume after tax the return is 7%. So we are assuming a real return of about 1%, which is a bit high. I would prefer to keep it at 6% post tax, but we will keep it at 7% just for discussion and see. So I hope this is the key calculation here. So we're going to take this amount at the end of our earning life. We have some amount accumulated. So at the start of the first year, we will deduct the annual expense necessary for that full first year, and the rest of the amount will grow at 7%. And after 1 year in retirement, so this is the year-end corpus, remember. So at the end of the first year in retirement, this will be the value of that corpus, and so it will actually drop down a little bit. You can see that, right? And so again, we will copy that. So that's and paste it. So we're going to do that again. So what we will do is again, using that 71 lakhs, remove this, and then the rest will be invested in and assumed to grow in about 7%. So we'll do that. Obviously, this is too less. That's why it's dropping down very fast. So if I just copied it all the way down to 85, notice it becomes negative in the third or fourth year of retirement. It should. So that's the. That means that this 1 crore is too less, right? So what is the ideal retirement corpus? The ideal retirement corpus is one that, in spite of this deductions and this 7% growth, it should go to zero only at the end of age 85. So there's a simple way to find it in Excel. You can go to data, and you can go to this what if analysis. Choose goal seek. I'm doing this in Mac Excel, but it should be the same in Windows as well. So we're going to set the final cell here to 0, and we are going to set it to 0 by changing the initial assumption we made about the retirement corpus. And when I click OK, that's it. It will be done immediately. So now that 1 crore has now become 8.6 crores, and now you see that the final value is 0 only at age 85. So initially the corpus, if you notice, this 8.6, so I can plot it and show you. So you have 8.6 crores, sorry. It initially grows because the deductions are small, the withdrawals are small, but because of inflation in the expenses, the withdrawals become larger and larger and larger. So the corpus, although it grows at 7%, the amount that grows becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, and finally drops to 0 at age 85. Of course, this shows in serial number. Don't mind that, it's age 85. So that's the way to find out the retirement corpus needed. So that's it. It's as simple as that, right? And this way you don't need to, you can do it in Excel. You don't need any, you don't need to worry about whether the formula used by these people or by me is wrong or so. So now the question is, in order to, the person is now age 30, in order to attain this 8.6 crores at the age 55, what is the monthly investment required? So the math is a little, no, the math is not tricky here. It's easy. So that's easy now. So what we will do is to year end. Let me do it annual investments. Let me do it in a slightly different way. Annual investments, and let me see if this works. I'm trying out something. If it may backfire. So what we will do is to, so we had said that 60% goes to 60% from the salary goes to annual expenses. We will assume that 30% has to be 30% of the salary will be the annual investment towards retirement each year. So as the salary grows, the annual investments will also be higher. So up to age 55, the person can invest. And now we can calculate the year-end investment value. So this is the total amount invested, and I'm going to assume that this is growing in a portfolio of 10% tax, 10%. I can change the return. So in case I need to change the return, so what we'll do is we'll keep the 10% return here just as a variable. So what we'll do is to say that this into 1 plus this, we will also lock this cell so that that number is fixed. So it's growing at, after 1 year, that amount would have grown to that. So this also will make it into like that. Then the next year, the previous year's value plus the annual investment in the second year will be added, and both of them will grow at this rate. Of course, when I do it in Excel, it looks nice. You can have power of compounding and all that, but in real life, it will not be like that. But well, that's life. You can't do much. Now, again, let's make this. Copy this down. Push it down. So, before I paste it, this value, if our assumptions are okay, this value, the final value investment value should be greater than or equal to this 8.6 crores that we got. So let's find out. Oops, it falls short by 2 crores, a little less than 2 crores. So that means that we will have to either invest more or aim for a higher portfolio, or we have to reduce expenses. So what we can do is, this is the typical problem. There are many things you can do here. You can increase returns. Increasing return is a bit dangerous, but we will try that. Suppose I make this 11%. 11% entire portfolio after 25 years post-tax, which is a very big deal, and it's not easy. So it's even at 11%, it's 7.67 crores only. So it's still about a crore short. So there's not much else you can do. We'll have to assume that. So we have assumed that 60% of the current salary will be used. Current annual expenses will be used as will be annual expenses. So what we can do is we're going to reduce. So we're going to say that we'll drop it down to 50%. So we'll drop this down to 50%. We're going to say, we can argue expenses will be lower and lower and so on. Anyway, so we have to see what happens. So we'll have to drop it down. So if we drop it down to 50%, then I'll have to do a slightly different goal seek calculation, because remember, this will now this has changed. So I have to go back here, go to goal seek. I'm doing this. I mean, I'm just doing this for the first time as I record. So it will be. You have to go back and forth, and that's how you will do in real life too. Again, let's do this goal seek. Set the final retirement corpus to 0 by changing the initial value, and you do that, and now it's come back to 7. Now it's dropped down to 7 crores, and so this is the target corpus necessary, 7.17 crores, and you will get 7.67 crores at 11% return from the portfolio. You can drop this down to 10%. So that that's okay. So the target retirement corpus is 7.17 crores, but you expect to get about 6.62 crores. Yeah, that's all right. I mean, you can't make everything work exactly, match exactly, and so on. Don't worry too much about it. Of course, you can do another goal seek as well. You can do one more goal seek experiment. So I have done 30% here. So what you can do is, suppose I make this since we have now reduced the expenses to 50%, I can make this, let's say, 33%. So annual investments will be 33% of the salary. So we can make that. So that will make it a little better and more comfortable at 10% return. So I can do that. And now I hope, yeah. So that makes it comfortable. Now at 10% return, we are able to get, and at 33% of annual expenses going towards retirement investment, you are able to get a corpus of 7.28 crores, which is a little bit better than the target corpus of 7.17 crores, which is fine at 10% portfolio return. So the entire portfolio of your equity investments, EPF, PPF, everything together after 25 years, right? So this is like age 50 to age 30 to age 55. So 25 years should give you 10% after tax. So that is in of itself a pretty long ask. So this is essentially how a retirement calculation can be done with without any use of any formula. You can do it. How long did it take me? I did it like 10-15 minutes now. I don't know. I'm not timing. So how long did it take me? Yeah, so it took me 16 minutes. So you can do it in about half an hour with some practice. You can change things. You can reduce your expenses, lower inflation, increase your investment amount, increase your returns, decrease your returns. See how it works out and so on. The advantage of doing it like this is that advantage of doing it like this is that it can you can plot it and see what happens. So for example, I'll show you the age versus year-end retirement corpus versus the annual investments. Sorry, not the annual investment. Sorry, age, year-end retirement corpus, and then we will plot the year-end retirement investment value. Let's plot this and see if it gives us what we want. See, there it is. The numbers are bad. Don't worry about it. Okay, now it does show well. So look at that. So this is so earlier I showed you this graph. This is the retirement corpus of about 7.2 crores, whatever. That it increases because the withdrawals are small, and then withdrawals become higher, and then it drops to zero. But in order to have the correct retirement corpus from age 30, you have to start investing, and the investment value goes up in red and matches up to the year-end retirement corpus necessary at the start of the retirement. So this is essentially how you do a retirement calculation. This is how a standard retirement calculator works. Of course, there are many modifications to be done. I use what is known as the bucket strategy for the retirement calculator. I change. What I do is I assume that the retiree has got guaranteed income for 15 years, inflation protected income for 15 years from a safe asset in my robo-advisory template. And then I find out the corpus necessary for so on. In fact, how retirement calculators work is my first ever blog post. I wrote it as a guest article for 1 Mint. I link the version at FreeFinCal in the description box. You can also use the robo-advisory template link and then play around with these numbers and understand how to do a retirement calculation yourself. So I'll catch you in another video. Thank you for watching.